esteemed dignitaries, valued delegates, dear students, and all our leading sector experts, a very, very warm welcome to all of you to the biggest, the grandest event at Quest Global. Let's give a huge round of applause as I welcome all of you to the 10th edition of Ingenium. Welcome, 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 everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, this event marks the 10th edition, the 10th year, the 10th glorious year of innovation. And here we are together, ladies and gentlemen, marking and witnessing this milestone. My name is Fatima Lokanwala, and it indeed is my deep pleasure to be your host. Come hail, come storm, or come the pandemic of the century. It is our iron will that we are going to keep reaching out to all of you year after year, regardless of the model. Well, ladies and gentlemen, like they say, let's begin in the best way possible. And of course, we all should. In our Indian culture, it is considered auspicious to open proceedings with the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. The universal force's first and foremost appearance is in the form of light, which we call Divya Jyoti or divine light. Ladies and gentlemen, to do the honors, may I please invite on the stage Mr. Naveen Munjal, Managing Director, Hero Electric. Mr. Shrikant Nayak, Global Delivery Head, Quest Global. Mr. Yogesh Kumar, Vice President, Technology and Engineering, Waptec Corporation. And Mr. Ramesh KV, Director of Engineering, Ingersoll Rand. Thank you so much, dignitaries, for lighting the ceremonial lamp. Now, ladies and gentlemen, time for us to begin this event with full pomp and show. I am going to now invite a leader who never ceases to evolve and inspire. So once again, with a huge round of thunderous virtual applause, let's welcome on the stage Mr. Shrikant Nayak, Global Delivery Head, Quest Global.
Thank you, Fatima. It was a great start, Fatima. Thank you for setting the stage already, warmed up. Very, very happy to be here. Very excited for today, and a warm welcome to all the people gathered around for the 10th edition of Ingenium. I hope you and your family are safe and healthy. Everybody is vaccinated and be ready to fight out this pandemic, to see the end of it. Ideally, we should have all gathered in a nice big conference room in a physical environment and made it as a grand event, physically. But nevertheless, we are all here on this beautiful technological platform and celebrating the 10th edition of Ingenium. And just a recap on Ingenium, it's a global platform. So we started off very humble way 10 years ago with India as a starting point, and the whole idea is to recognize and encourage the hidden engineering talent across every corner of the country in India, to encourage them to showcase their innovation, what they have brought in, what they have thought of, and brought in as part of their engineering curriculum and the project out there. And I think over a period of time, it gained a lot of momentum and spread across the country very, very well. And today, I think in this particular edition, so we have about 6,000 project submissions across the country, across India. People students from 28 states are participating. That's a massive outreach. So we have been able to garner over a period of last several years. And a few years ago, we also thought of making it global. So we started Ingenium in Japan, Ingenium in UK, and slowly we will expand further to other countries and make it as a truly global platform and truly global event for all the innovative engineers to come on the platform and showcase their innovation, which will eventually change and make the world a better place. The whole society at large is going to be benefited, and we will make the world a better place. So that's the whole idea of Ingenium, and nevertheless, this has been a 10th edition, and I'm extremely happy and proud to be there. So I have personally seen each one of the Ingenium, and the quality of innovation and the products the students are showcasing has significantly increased every passing year, and that's a clear indication of where we are heading in the right direction, and making this whole platform a great success. It's just a start. So best of, as we always say, best of Quest is yet to come. So best of Ingenium is yet to come as well. Quest has a aspiration of becoming a centenary organization. That means a company which stands a test of the time for 100 years. So we have been in existence for 24 years now, and we have the aspiration of becoming a centenary organization. And in our centenary organization's journey, nurturing the young engineering talent, at a student level itself, is going to play a very important role, because we need a lot of innovative mindset and catch them young and identify the hidden treasure, is what they say. Hidden treasure is the engineering talent, and we exactly in that journey to make that happen. With Quest is not alone, so we have our sponsors, our partners over here, and so I'm extremely delighted to welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Naveen Munjal, who is the MD of Hero Electric, changing the electric story of in India. We also have Yogesh Kumar, VP Technology and Engineering, Wabtec. So there are customers as well as our sponsors, as well as we have Ramesh KV, so Engineering Director of Ingersoll Rand. So these are all the marquee companies which are in the forefront of the innovation, including Quest, and we all work together in one or the other products and platforms to be able to make a positive impression on the whole world as well. So I extend a warm welcome to all these dignitaries on the stage today. I extend a warm welcome to all the participants, students participants across the country who have joined across the country. A warm welcome to the jury members, a warm welcome to all the employees of Quest, and anybody and everybody who have joined this event from wherever you are. In this digital world, I think it's fascinating that it has been made possible to, for everybody to join this platform and understand very clearly the innovative mindset of the people. It's been a fascinating 6,000 entry, and from there we have to. It was a very hard journey for us to shortlist, because each project brought in a lot of innovation, and then so we have the jury members have done a fantastic job going through each one of the project and finding out top 10 projects. So and then I think we are going to further refine that top 10 to top 3. So it's going to be a one Herculean task. Jury members have to go through that. But nevertheless, everybody is a winner. The participation is very key. And I congratulate all the participating students. And I also congratulate the top 10 teams. And my special congratulations to the top 3 teams, which we all are eagerly expecting to be released, the list to be released in a few moments from now. So again, heartiest and warm welcome to each and everybody present over here and who are not present over here, who has been participating in this whole event. Extremely excited to know the details of the top 10 projects, as well as the details of who are the top 3 winners and the winner of the Ingenium 10th edition itself. thank you for being there today, and wish you all the best for all the top 10 project participating students. Thank you once again. Over to you, Fatima.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nayak. Like Sir rightly mentioned, we've received a whopping number of 6,000 entries from the lengths and the breadths of this beautiful country. Of course, this is going to be a super exciting process, as we will, in some time from now, bring to you the winners, ladies and gentlemen. But until then, stay tuned. You will find out shortly for sure. And like Sir rightly mentioned, we are joined by esteemed guests today. So now truly it is my deep pleasure to introduce our chief guest for the 10th edition of Ingenium. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Managing Director of Hero Electric Vehicles Private Limited, a part of the Hero Eco Group. As an entrepreneur, having built the Hero Electric brand into a leading manufacturer and a market leader in the EV two-wheeler market in India, he's also widely recognized in shaping the Indian electric two-wheeler industry. Hero Electric, under his able leadership in 2012, launched A2B in the international markets, a premium brand of electric bicycles, widely considered one of the pioneers in the premium EV industry globally. Ladies and gentlemen, he regularly interacts with students at various institutions like IIM and IIT, to name a few. So this time, give it all you got. With the largest round of applause, let's welcome on the stage the one and the only, the Managing Director of Hero Electric Vehicles, Mr. Naveen Mundal.
So, Fatima, I come from a boarding school, and my motto for my school was never give in. And that's something that I've always continued, following. So times have been difficult. I've been in the space, the electric vehicle space, for about 20 odd years now. Seen it through thick and thin. We've had a lot of challenges. While we've had push on one side, we've got tailwinds pushing us forward. We've also had a lot of headwinds pushing us backwards on various aspects. The only way I was able to actually relate and continue forward was, one, always staying ahead, always staying positive, always looking at the bigger picture. So to it, and I was talking about hobbies and passions earlier, the way I relate to it is in form of actually my hobby, which is my favorite and my closest to my heart, and that's photography. So when you look at it from a photography angle, you've got to look at it from a zoom lens. At times, you've got to zoom in to go really micro, and at times you've got to zoom back and look at the bigger picture. The ability to do that in a very short span of time, to be able to do that, that's a great advantage that I believe I have. The second is when I find my hobby, which is photography, the times when I'm getting stressed, when there's too much on my head or there's just too much of work going on, I take a break and go back into processing my pictures. I've got millions of them, and that's a great de-stress for me. I'm able to unwind there and come back with new vigor. So always, I believe that you should always, one, have a great passion that you should follow. And the second one is to be able to look at the bigger picture.
What a beginning that was, Mr. Naveen. And I think that's the perfect advice we could give in to all our college students who have joined us in here today. Now, Mr. Naveen, I'm going to humbly request you to kindly present the keynote address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Fatima, for that wonderful introduction. Good evening, everyone. I do hope all of you and your loved ones are well during these testing times. I'm glad to be here among such young geniuses. It's a matter of pride for all the top 10 schools as they managed to leave behind 6,000 plus teams to be here in this year's Ingenium finale. Congratulations to the top 10 and better luck to the rest. I understand Ingenium has successfully identified and influenced the lives of many talented engineering students in India by helping them living their dreams. Before a forum of like-minded tech enthusiasts, I chair Quest's endeavor to foster a culture of innovation and to imbibe and to entrepreneurial mindset amongst young engineers with such an interesting platform. You are the privileged ones. You have access to resources you need within reach, and if you make use of them smartly, you can achieve the greater things in life. I encourage you to chase more than just money. Determination, perseverance, chasing goals. The journey is what will eventually make you look happy when you look back at life. One advice that I would give you to achieve success is always think and go beyond your profession, and do not forget to have a passion, something that defines you, makes you happy, and helps you think better. Having a passion is highly underrated, but if you have one, it can do wonders and transform your professional life too. Today, the world is a very interesting time. We are witnessing phenomenal transformations, and as Indians, we are on the front, leading the change in many sectors. In the past decade, there have been incredible disruptions that have revolutionized our lives on a daily basis. Engineering has been a key to these disruptions and critical to modern technologies that have interconnected most aspects of our lives and helped us move from traditional to digital. Innovation in engineering is of paramount importance since modern technologies are not just intricate but highly multifaceted. For example, when we moved from traditional ways to commute, be it a car, train, aeroplane, or bikes, we knew it was for the greater good as we moved towards electric, because we must protect the world as we advance. We must leave the world a better place for the next generation. At Hero Electric, it was the need to build a zero pollution transportation that led us to design ecological two-wheeler solutions. The idea was to give our customers excellent value for money while making the world a greener place to live in. Our mission of no emission needed a lot of critical innovation, which is true for any technical advancements today. I'm vocal about the fact that the electric segment is set to explode, not just in our country, but also globally. We are looking at setting up a number of charging stations to enable a greater number of mechanics to handle the electric vehicles as well. This segment is also looking at innovation by creating smart charging options to allow drivers to control the time and rate of charge in response to the energy demand, which helps in balancing out the grid. With EVs on the way to take over the automotive industry thanks to innovative technologies, improved battery technology will continue to improve and equip more affordable EVs with superior range too. This will make EVs more accessible and attractive to a bigger audience. Innovation and engineering excellence is what will drive this shift. With all of these to look forward to, your contribution looks positively promising. I wish all of you continue innovating and coming up with solutions that help the humankind do much better. I'm happy to relate to Quest's endeavor to provide a platform to the youth where they can explore their talent for the betterment of human life and society by driving the future of engineering to drive a safer and smarter future. I congratulate teams for the enthusiasm and passion for both engineering and innovation. You truly are torchbearers for a better tomorrow. No matter who wins, remember each of your innovations are a step in terms for technological advancements, which is a big achievement. Each of you have already shown great depth and hunger to be here. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for gracing this occasion with your glorious presence. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we will now dive deep into that segment of Ingenium where all of you can win some exciting prizes. So do stay tuned and listen to me very carefully as I tell you how this happens. So first things first, when you look at your screen, on the right side, you can see a Q&A tab. Yes, I'm sure we all can. So once you click on that, it's going to give you two options. Select the Q&A option. Now, at this point of this event, we're going to use this platform to ask various questions. I'm sure we're all very, very curious and we need answers to a lot of questions. So do go out to Q&A and put in your question. Now, that is only the first part of how this works. Second thing, what all of us need to be doing is you can go ahead and like the questions that you see out there on the portal, whichever question you like. If that's the same question you'd want to ask, go ahead and start liking the questions. The questions which have the maximum number of likes will be showcased, of course, on today's event, and the winners will be getting some exciting prizes. Communication will be rolled out. So I hope as I speak, we have all your attention and your active participation to go to the Q&A tab. We've got about a minute for all of you now to put in your questions. And once we do that, the top rated questions will show up on the screen. And I will use this moment to ask these questions, all right? So go ahead, go ahead. Whatever you'll want to ask about the projects, the moment is here and now. So we can all ask questions and win some exciting prizes as well. So this, ladies and gentlemen, can only happen at the 10th edition of Ingenium. Win prizes by asking some questions. So here we go. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. The questions are coming in. There's a landslide of questions coming in from all of you. Just a few more seconds, ladies and gentlemen. That is the only thing that keeps us away from identifying our winners who posted the most liked questions. So stay tuned. In a few seconds from now, we will start asking questions as well. So this is not just about asking questions. It's also about getting your questions answered. So do keep typing in your questions as soon as you can. The time is here and now. Wonderful. There's a cloud burst of energy coming in the Q&A segment as I speak. So stay tuned, stay tuned. We will be beginning with the round of questions in a few seconds from now. All right, questions coming in, likes going up. Well, I have received my question number 1. It's with me right now as I speak, ladies and gentlemen. So this question is to Team Iris. Question number 1, and the question is, who coined the term Parkinson's disease and who made significant contributions to the study of PD? So I'd like to quickly divert this question to Team Iris. We will have a representative from Team Iris coming up on the stage and, of course, answering this question. So for the benefit of all the members of the audience, I will be repeating the question once again. The question is, who coined the term Parkinson's disease and who made significant contributions to the study of PD? And with that, let me tell you, we have so many more questions coming up, but now we will have somebody from Team Iris joining in and answering this question. All right, keep posting in your questions. We will take a few more questions as well. You will have to like questions as well. Do not forget that. That's the second part of how the Q&A segment works. For all those who've just joined in, go to the Q&A tab on the right side of your screen. Click on that. Select the Q&A option once again. And as you do that, it will provide all of you plenty of opportunities to ask all the questions to our amazing teams who are with us right now. So in just a few seconds from now, we will have a representative from Team Iris coming in. Any more questions? Any more curiosity? What are we waiting for? Let's go to the Q&A and put them out right now. Okay, I can see there's a switch of questions. One question, second, third, fourth, and the list goes on and on. The numbers of likes that are on every question keeps increasing as I speak. Wonderful. All right, so we will have Yoganya joining us. We will be joined by Yoganya from Team Iris, who will answer the question, which is, who coined the term Parkinson's disease and who made significant contributions to the study of PD? Over to you, Yoganya. The stage is all yours.
Hello, everyone. As the question goes, the question asked to me is, who has coined the term Parkinson's disease and who has made significant improvements or findings in medication field regarding Parkinson's disease? So to answer the first part of the question, if I'm right, the term coined Parkinson's disease was by William Sanders, if I'm right. It also is, the Parkinson is the second name for James Parkinson, who's involved in the 1800s. Here in 1800s, he was the person, James Parkinson, who was a neurologist who had initially found out about this disease. Further, many other neurologists in the same 1800s, they developed many significant studies related to this particular neurodegenerative disease. And one of them was a French neurologist. His name goes by John. I'm not completely sure. But yes, the term Parkinson comes from James Parkinson's name. And it was coined by William Sanders and further studied in deep by a French neurologist whose name starts with John. And further development in the field of Parkinson's, like for example, the scoring theme, etc., was found by few neurologists, and they named a scale called Your-Han scale. And with that scale only, currently Parkinson's disease is being measured. Thank you.
So that was an amazing answer. This answer, I'm sure, was very, very informative and educative at the same time. So thank you, Team Iris, for letting us know the answer to this question. We have yet another top voted question. Well, this, ladies and gentlemen, is a very, very important question. Keeping the unprecedented and testing times, this question, I'm sure, will, definitely open many, many doors and answers for all of us. So the question, ladies and gentlemen, is, in these difficult times where technology has taken the forefront, how important is mental health? All right, so we will quickly, route this question to one of the teams. This is the top question. Okay, so I will quickly divert this to Mayank from CMRIT College, who definitely will enlighten us with this answer, repeating the question once again while Mayank joins us. Of course, we are technologically ahead. What about the mental health?
Hello everyone, my name is Mayank and I'm leading the team Railpin. So my question was, there have been several advancements indeed in technology. So how important is mental health? Indeed, mental health is very important because that is the guiding factor for success in life, and it's a way to lead the life. Without mental health, you technically cannot progress in your day-to-day life activities. Even for me, mental health was a challenging factor during this course of the projects, because I wasn't able to balance the project as well as the college work and my personal life. So it's indeed very important to take a stroll, give yourself some time and improve on your mental health. There have been like several technological advancements indeed, but mental health is a very important factor to be considered here before you get advance further in your career. But mental health is indeed very important. So I would just say that uh, mental health. Yeah, I think that should suffice the question, because it's an obvious question. Without mental health, there cannot be any a person cannot lead a life without proper mental health. With so much pressure, it's indeed really tough. So it has an equal weightage for the other advantages. I hope that should suffice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayank. Like he said, ladies and gentlemen, it's about the right balance. So talking about the right balance, I'm going to go back to the top voted questions and move on to our next question. The next question goes into Team Young Mind. And the question is, virtual human versus real human. Who is more appealing and why? So we will get a representative from Team Young Mind answering this question for us. The question is, virtual human versus real human. Which one of the two is more appealing and why? So we will be answered with this question. Now we will have somebody coming in from Team Young Mind. Here he comes.
Virtual human versus augmented reality. I feel like augmented reality, virtual human will be the best option, because the normal human may make some mistakes because he can't remember so much things. For example, if a person is giving a car service, he's guiding the customer about the car. He can say the wrong specification of the car, like saying the wrong mileage of the car. But the augmented reality character will always give the accurate answer. And even in this COVID situation, the human interaction is reduced, so we need some alternate. So I think even in the COVID situation, the virtual human is the best thing to handle. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful answer. I'm sure that answers the question for most of us here, of course, in your words. Now, let's quickly, swiftly move on to our next question. This is a very, very interesting question, so do lend me your ears. The question is, how much data is transferred in a single second? Is your search engine capable of handling the rapid data transfer? And this question goes out to Team Phoenix. So I will request Tanvi from Team Phoenix to join us on the stage and answer this question.
Hi, everyone. That is actually a very good question. It's a very practical question indeed. Even if you see like social media platforms each day, you could see that millions, if not billions of images are being uploaded to social media platforms each day. And in order to retrieve for a very relevant image from these massive global archives, it's a very taxing thing in itself, even to start with it. So I believe the prototype that we have developed is basically it has a very great potential, and incorporating it with distributed systems and cloud would basically enable us to handle this. And we do really have to focus on things like enhancement, feasibility check, and integration as our core design principles. I believe if we figure out a way to do this, and if we try to like quest for more use cases of this, we could definitely do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tanvi, for answering the question so well. We will now take another question which has come in from my lovely members of the audience. The question is there a future of self-driving cars? I'm going to repeat this once again. Is there a future of self-driving cars? And the question is routed to Team L2S2. So we'll have Leah from Team L2S2 coming up on the stage and answering this question for all of us.
Hello, everyone. So the future of self-driving cars, it's like the current self-driving cars, they are almost implemented on the basis of sensors only. So it's that it's quite complicated, and it's very difficult such that it might explode if any one of the sensor might break it. So the future is such that we are trying to implement a self-driving car which is based on only cameras, so that it would make it more vision clear, and it can, even in the night also, it can make use of the night vision cameras that is based on infrared radiation and all. So that will be the future, like to completely avoid the sensors, to make it sensor free.
Thank you so much, Leah, for giving us the answer to that question. We will take one last question. Now, of course, we've had so many questions coming in, and I think it's only going to be fair to have one more question for the benefit of all of you. Like I mentioned earlier, the top voted questions will be rewarded. Communication will be sent out to you shortly, so do stay tuned. While I take our last question in this Q&A segment, the question is, what are the uses of social media monitoring for a political party? Yes, you heard that right. What are the uses of social media monitoring for a political party? And this question goes out to Team Sociolytic. We'll have Harshit Reddy joining us on the stage and answering this top voted question.
Hello, everyone. So this is Harshit Reddy from Team Sociolytic. And coming to the question, I'm going to answer it from the perspective of a political party who is looking for influential users who are actually speaking up about the party. So with this tool called social media monitoring, you can actually monitor individuals who are spreading messages about a political party or maybe political issues online, and they are quite supported by people. So if you are able to acknowledge that these kind of people are out there who are working, so that would be very much useful data for the political parties as well. And I think that would be one perspective. There would be many such other perspectives as well, but I would like to give this one example for now. Thank you.
Thank Thank you so much, firstly, to all the students for giving us fantastic answers. Let me tell you one thing, all the answers placed in any order, the next one seems to be better than the previous one. So once again, a big shout out and a big thank you to all our students for doing a fantastic job in this Q&A session. And I would like to congratulate all the winners. Stay tuned, the communications will be rolled out shortly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly say something very, very special. Quest Global's partnership with their global strategic partners is top-notch and remarkable. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we will play a short video of our principal sponsor. I want you all to give a huge round of applause as we present to all of you the video of our principal sponsor. Here it comes.
The world is in motion, bringing us closer together, driving us further, helping us reach new horizons, and achieve unimaginable feats. Movement makes us better, stronger, faster. Movement improves the world. At Wabtec, that is our purpose. We are the movers. We build the technology that connects people and powers tomorrow's economy. We are dreamers, doers, makers. We know that passion, imagination, and courage are essential to generate new ideas, and collaboration is the start of any journey. We are committed, learning with the greatest minds, thinking every day about what's new and what's next to make a better tomorrow. We are working hard as a team to move the world forward, bringing our customers what they need before they know they need it, and never compromising when it comes to compliance, integrity, safety. At Wabtec, we build to last and are creating a culture of excellence, embracing change, challenge, and growth. A brilliant combination of people, minds, cultures, and experiences, all moving in the right direction because that's where greatness exists. It's in our DNA to imagine things others don't, build things others can't, deliver outcomes that move and improve the world. We are resilient. We are passionate. We are one. We are Wabtec, driven by purpose, accelerated by you.
Thank you so much, Wabtec Corporation, for the solid partnership and association. And like we saw in the video, we are one. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to invite on the stage the Vice President, Technology and Engineering, Wabtec Corporation, Mr. Yogesh Kumar. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause while Mr. Kumar joins us to share a few words.
Thank you, Fatima. And I hope everybody, including your families, are keeping safe. Let me tell you, I was intrigued. I was very happy to hear different questions, and more interesting were the answers. I'm very privileged today, very happy to be part of 10th anniversary of Ingenium. This is very unique platform which helps budding talent to showcase their potential, and at the same time, it bridges the gap between the industry and academia. I was especially intrigued to see the breadth and depth of the projects, domains which came in this year. I was looking at some of the projects. There's a very vast domain those projects cover. Ingenium's theme this year, Reimagining the Future Through Innovation, is very relevant to the transformation world is going through right now. Innovation is one of the key drivers for our more than decade-long strong partnership and relationship with Quest Global. I wanted to congratulate Quest for taking this initiative and sustaining it over last 10 years, and I'm sure, as Srikanth said, it will go much longer. So relevant is the theme of innovation to the humankind today. As you saw the video, Innovation is our core belief. Hence, I thought it will be appropriate to give you a little more overview of WebTech's journey with innovation. WebTech, Westinghouse Air Brake Technology Corporation. As you might know, we are leading global provider of equipments, systems, digital solutions, and value-added services for freight and transit rail sectors. We are 150 plus years old company, and we take extreme pride in our legacy of innovation coming right from our founders, Thomas Alva Edison, George Westinghouse, and Louis Fevele. We are Fortune 500 company. We have grown from $200 million company 20 years back to around $8+ billion company in last 20 years. You can do the math. This trajectory has been enormous. And the thrust behind this growth trajectory has been our continuous attempt to innovate and solve complex problems, challenges for our customers with singular focus on our purpose of moving and improving the world, improving this planet. We have rolled out the vision of delivering zero emission locomotives based on battery, hydrogen, and other sources of energy by 2030. This initiative is going to take out 300 metric million tons of CO2 annually from the planet. It is equivalent of taking 40 million cars every year out of the world or planting 600 million more trees. We are also working on shift to green, automation, as well to push the boundaries to make transportation a greener, safer, and smarter mode of mobility. And as all of you would agree with me, it is the need of today. I'm very happy to share that WebTech produced the first battery electric locomotive of the world, which was put into service in 2020. Since then, we have secured many orders from the world, North America, Australia, Canada, and many in works for this technology. The locomotive which we produced has received many recognitions for the breakthrough innovation. And I'm extremely happy to share with you that recently President Joe Biden recognized our battery loco technology and investments for decarbonization drive. More interesting, do you know a significant portion of this locomotive technology was developed right here in India, in Bangalore. In India, we are leading providers of locomotives, digital, and transit solutions. We have vast supply chain, services, and engineering footprint here spread across the country. We have supplied more than 350 locomotives already to Indian Railways as part of our contract for delivering 1,000 locomotives. These locomotives are built in our factory in Marhora in Bihar, and most of the parts which go into these locomotives are procured locally. I also feel very emotional and extremely happy at the same time to share that first goods train which you saw in Manipur in the news recently was hauled by our locomotive. We proudly say we are into nation building through this Make in India journey. I also want to share that these locomotives were designed right here in our engineering center in Bangalore. We call WITEC, WebTech India Technology and Engineering Center. Our engineering center is really a hallmark of our excellence and customer value proposition. WITEC is biggest engineering center in a single city for WebTech globally. We are around 1,100 engineers working on locomotive design, software, controls, digital, signaling, and IT solutions. We have state-of-art labs to validate our technology solutions right here in India. We have highly recognized program called LEAD for the young minds like all of you. We hire college graduates in this program, and this has got a very structured training and development framework to develop our talent. At Vitech, we proudly say we own and deliver technology solutions for India as well as for the globe. In closing, I want to say Quest has been a long-standing partner in this trajectory of growth with us. I would like to thank Quest Global for their win-win and innovation-driven partnership. I also want to wish very best to all the participants for the award ceremony today. If you win, congratulations. If you don't win, it is not yet. Remember, innovation is state of mind, not the skill set. Whether you win or not today, you should take the spirit of innovation forward for greater good. Thank you for your patient listening today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kumar. Of course, we unfolded this event layer by layer, but this part of the event has definitely struck a chord deep within everybody's hearts and kept us glued to our screens. So once again, a big thank you to our principal sponsor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will move on and have a look at the video by our co-sponsor. All the eyes on the screen, please.
Hey, Abhinash.
For
This is
more
Ajay.
than
Can you hear me?
160 years, Ingersoll Rand has been making life better for customers, employees, and the planet. And with the appointment of Vicente Renal as Gardner Denver's CEO in 2016, the company's potential growth and commitment exploded. Just 1 year later, Vicente and the board took the company public and in a surprising move granted stock ownership to the company's 6,000 employees, laying the foundation of employee ownership. Rallied around 4 strategic imperatives, the company made flow creation acquisitions from 2017 to 2020. The company more than doubled its size in 2020 with the Ingersoll Rand Industrial Business merger, and again made headlines by awarding the 16,000 employees another stock grant to illustrate the powerful connection between ownership and engagement. Since then, the company has invested in technology to accelerate growth, expanded through strategic acquisitions, conducted divestitures to enable further organic and inorganic growth, and strengthened its sustainability commitment around the world. Ingersoll Rand bridges people and data to focus on skilled labor demands, predictability, and long-term profitability. The company has expanded margins, and the total shareholder return since 2017 is more than 150%, more than double the total shareholder return of the S&P 500 Industrial Index. Continuing to harness the power and discipline of Ingersoll Rand execution excellence, the company is looking to the future, bold in its aspirations and moving forward with humility and integrity. Ingersoll Rand stands ready with 16 decades of research and ingenuity to help analyze, interpret, and support customer success. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, making life better with immeasurable potential.
Ingersoll Rand, ladies and gentlemen, is our global strategic partner, and together this partnership is unstoppable. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite on the stage Mr. Ramesh KV, Director of Engineering at Ingersoll Rand. Let's welcome him with the loudest round of applause.
Thank you, Fatima. Hope I'm audible. First of all, good afternoon to everyone. It's being a pleasure for Ingersoll Rand to be associated with Quest Global and also part of Ingenium 10. You might have already listened in the video. We are a 160 plus year old company, two big companies coming together. We are focusing on design, manufacturing, sales, and service of heavy industrial equipment for the mission critical processes, such as air compressor, productivity solution, fluid solution, etc. Right? Make life better is Ingersoll Rand's strategy. We are telling that, lean on us to make the life better. And each one of the employees in Ingersoll Rand is focused on that and then focused to develop the company through a sustainable growth. Innovation is a core strategy as part of the our global strategy for growth, and similarly sustainability. We have a big statement signed by our CEO, and we committed for a big reduction in our carbon footprint, not only in our operations but also from the product we produce. So we have a big jump of commitment in 2030 and finally in 2050. So it has been already committed to the world and specifically for the US government. One of our always the priority is to work with the society where we operate. That's how the work done by Quest is something of very interesting for us. Right? We help the people, underprivileged people, to come up and make their life better by becoming independent. That's the type of collaboration we work with our societies. And also, you might have seen the video already. Every employee in our company is an owner. Everyone is issued an equity, and every new employee is also getting an equity. That's one of the unique programs for the size of the company and the type of industry we operate in. I would say is working very well, which makes each of the employees of the company a true owner. IR Engineering and Technology Center, we call it IRETC, is operating from Bangalore for more than 17 years, and we have another one in Ahmedabad. And we support every business globally. And IRETC is becoming an indispensable part of our global engineering and global operations, which include all the innovation, R&D, engineering, and support. Every new product development, you can see a footprint of many of the engineers from Bangalore every time. Quest is a great project partner for us and supporting IR on critical high-end engineering. And that's when we learned that Quest is celebrating 10th year of Ingenium, and very successful in identifying young talents and giving a career launchpad for innovation and mentorship. This works well with all of us. We know that India is the talent center for the world today, right? And you might have seen that Indian origin people are leading several major business globally. And also, that like our Prime Minister, recently declared, we are probably the third largest country in the world of number of unicorns. And these are all based on knowledge and innovation. So it's a great opportunity. I would say the world of opportunities. So this is a great opportunity for all of you, like all the young talents here. Think about the innovation and develop your career of your choice, whichever way you want to go. That's where I think that the Ingenium is helping, right, to identifying the talents and and on their innovation mindset. One of the things I would say that in the today's world, universities and colleges are aligning their curriculum to the needs of industry to a great extent. Probably that was not the case when I started, my career. At the time, I need a lot more hand holding. I say ran this generation of the engineers we get. However, still industry need to spend time in identifying the right talents and in making them ready to serve the industry. So I believe the programs like Ingenium plays a big role in that, by identifying the talent and bringing out the innovation mindset of the people, and providing proper mentorship and opportunity to excel in their career. I appreciate the efforts and persistence of the Quest to continue their effort in this direction and helping the talents. I wish all the young talents joining here today a bright future, and also best wishes for those who are going to win the award today, which will be declared later today. And and also, as one of the previous speakers said, those who are not winning, that's another opportunity for them as well. So best of luck for everyone. I'd like to thank everyone for a patient hearing.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ramesh, for being the constant driving and guiding force. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know that we did have the opportunity to have a look at the top 10 projects. The top 10 projects were on show, and I'm sure we all have had a good and a deep look at all these projects. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I think is most important right now is for all of us to put in our opinions. And we're going to do that through a poll. We're going to activate a poll right now, and I want all of you to kindly get there and tell us who do you think deserves to be the winner. Well, it's as simple as that. Do look at the Q&A pop-up on your screen on the right side. As you do that, you will have this option called the poll. Do click on that and give us your answer, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Popular Choice Award. Let's see what all my amazing members of the audience have to say. Do go in right now and tell us who do you think has the best project delivered that we've seen. All right, I'm hoping that we're all clicking on the Q&A pop-up, and as we do that, click on poll. Click on poll, ladies and gentlemen. That's the magical word for all of us. Poll it is in this segment, so we will be polling, and in a few minutes, rather few seconds from now, I will tell you what all of you have to say. All right, so do give us your votes right now, right now. Let me see all of you. Let me get all your energies diverted into telling us who do you think is the best team and project. All right, numbers coming in. I can see that, this is the most interesting part of any poll. As and when we have all the members of the audience polling in, we can see, the names going ahead, back, behind. All of that, quite an exciting process. It definitely is. Stay tuned to find out who is going to be the winner of the People's Popular Choice Award. Coming up shortly, for all those who haven't voted already, please use this time and this platform to tell us who do you think has delivered the best, top-notch, and out-of-the-world project. All right. A lot of changes happening out there in the poll booth. Okay, last 5 seconds. We're keeping it active for 5 seconds for all those who has not yet polled in. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Time's up. Time to announce what all of you have to say. All right. Do watch your screens. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so keep polling, because what I'm sure of is we do not have all of you who have given us your poll as yet. So we will keep this poll live for a couple of more minutes, hoping that everybody who's not voted already will go out there and tell us what they think in the poll. We will be announcing the results shortly. Yes, we're going to maintain the mystique. Just before we announce this to all of you, so please keep voting, keep polling. We will show you all the results shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we had, so many entries of the projects coming in from different parts of the world. And today, we are joined by people all over the globe. As amazing as the projects are, I want you all to imagine how wonderful, amazing, and power-packed our jury is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us leading sector experts who put together form our amazing jury. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take this moment to invite all our jury members because I truly believe it's very, very important for all of us to see who our jury members are. So I want you all to give a huge round of applause as I keep inviting them. Let's drum up our applause as we have with us our jury members. The jury comprised of Mr. Venu Gopalan CV, Additional General Manager, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and Consultant, Quest Global. We also have Mr. Harish Ganapathy as a part of the jury. He's a Senior Engineering Manager, Global Freight Mechanical and Electrical Integration, Wabtec Corporation. Joining the jury, ladies and gentlemen, is Tinku Jose, Director, Technology and Center of Excellence, Leader, Embedded, Quest Global. We've got two more esteemed panelists on the jury. We have with us Santana Krishnan Rajendran, Senior Manager, Software Engineering, Wabtec Corporation, and Latish Nair, Director, COE Leader, Application and Data Engineering, Quest Global. Ladies and gentlemen, they will be joining us on the screen and one after the other presenting their experience and insights. So without any further ado, over to the jury members.
Good afternoon, everybody. It gives me immense pleasure to be a part of the 10th edition of Ingenium, a flagship event of Quest Global Engineering Services Private Limited. As one who has witnessed the steady growth in popularity of the event, it is quite gratifying to see high-quality project works being entered for the competition. In keeping up with the present trend, there has been a gradual shift to digital technology, even in the solution of conventional mechanical or conventional engineering problems, which is highly encouraging. All the top 10 projects shortlisted were of highest standard, and it was not easy for the jury panel to decide the relative ranking. Therefore, there is no need for the teams not making it to the top 10 to feel disheartened. All are winners. Wish the teams all the best and the team members a bright career ahead. Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. To add to what Mr. Venugopalan said, the first thing that really impressed me as when I was part of the jury was just the range of the projects, right? Automotive automation, medical products, agricultural products, social media, energy efficiency, airfoils, and so on. So that was really exciting to see the whole breadth of projects. And the other thing that I was very excited to see was almost all the teams had a working prototypes, right? And this really demonstrated how much effort and passion they had put in, into their projects. And finally, having an opportunity to interact with them also allowed us to give some of our views and also understand really how the thought of the project, their approach, and their rationale for doing what they wanted to do. Of course, all this made it incredibly hard for us to decide, what are the relative rank of the projects. But that's something I would rather do every time, and I'm really excited to be a part of this. So here's wishing everyone all the very best for today and, of course, for the future.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm sure all of you are having a great day and staying safe. I'm Tinku, and it was really privileged speaking with all of those geniuses to understand the cool things each of them were doing. I'm sure that everyone is waiting eagerly to know the results, but I can tell you it was not at all easy. It was really tough. Each of these projects which we saw brought in new perspectives on ways how advancing the society, and I think that was the theme basically, and also brought some refreshing way of utilizing the technology and also interesting business models. It's not just the technology. I think most of the teams also looked at how the business models can be brought in and all. So to summarize, it was innovation at all levels and working prototypes, as Harish mentioned. In fact, I would like to thank each of the teams in presenting those cool ideas with really high energy and passion. A great experience and learning for me, for sure. In fact, thank you and all the best.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Myself, Santana Krishnan from Wabtec. First of all, I would like to thank Quest for setting up such a platform for young engineers and people from different parts of India is participating. It's not only for a stream of college or a certain layer of colleges. So thanks a lot for Quest. And I'm proud to be part of this jury panel. And it is a difficult task for us to evaluate 10 teams. I'm imagining the Quest team shortlisting from 6,000 project to 10 teams is a daunting task. Somehow they made it. And the important criteria that we evaluated are the passion the team had and the presentation skills, the teamwork. It's not just one individual who's doing it, it's the teamwork. And of course, the working model that most of the team or all team had a working model, which was encouraging. And that's important for engineers. We need to keep our hands dirty by experimenting a lot many things. And at the initial stage itself, Mr. Shrikant Nair said, everybody is winner. With that, I'm wishing all the best for the 10 teams and all the 6 teams and for your future as well. Thank you.
Hi, it was really great interacting with the young minds for the last few weeks, and they are the future scientists and innovators, and good to see that they are already started working on real world problems and solving them, and keep it up and all the best. Thank you.
So much, jury members, for all the advice, of course, and sharing your experience and insights of how this wonderful process has been for all of you. So coming back now, ladies and gentlemen, to the public, the People's Choice Awards. Through the vote that we just conducted, we had a poll set live for all of you. So do have a look at your screen to witness the live poll coming in. Well, I must say there's a fierce competition, especially between 3 teams. We have Team Young Minds, Team Iris, and Team Realit. So these are the 3 teams who are so close. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, when it comes to the 10th edition of Ingenium, the points which leave you behind is so minute, and we can definitely witness that through the poll which is active right now. So do have a good look at it to know what's happening out there. Very interesting. A lot of things are going up and down, but 3 teams definitely making their cut on the vote that we see right now. So once again, thank you to all of you for giving us your valuable votes. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to an end of the polling. We've closed it for now, and I'm hoping that it gives all of us a clear idea of who everybody thinks is on top. So all the best teams, and like the jury said, that all the teams have done a fantastic job. They're all a winner in true sense, all right? So now, ladies and gentlemen, time for me to quickly introduce all of you to Ingenium Campus Ambassador Program. Well, this is a sub-event of Ingenium where MBA, BE, BTech students can showcase their managerial and interpersonal skills. ICAPS act as a location-specific brand ambassador of Ingenium event. ICAP's prime responsibility is to promote Ingenium, procure registrations, and of course monitor all the teams that are participating through all the different and varied phases of Ingenium. The top performers, like we all know, will get a lot of exciting prizes and Quest Global Certificate as a champion ambassador. Well, I'm sure you're all ready to identify who are these top performing champions that we have with us. So ladies and gentlemen, to do the honors, I'm going to invite on the stage Head of Technology Excellence. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. Put your hands together for the man who leads from the front. He is going to be joining us. He is Dr. T.C. Ramesh. Let's make a huge round of applause, everybody. Put your hands together as Dr. T.C. Ramesh joins us now.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So, like Fatima mentioned, Ingenium Campus Ambassadors are an integral part of Ingenium. This year, we had close to 600 ICAs participating from over 550 colleges to promote Ingenium. And because of their outstanding support, we could, attract all these 6,000 projects. And I'm sure they have done wonderful work to help accomplish this. Big thanks to all the ICAs. And of course, like in any event, we have to bring it down to top 3, and we are pleased to recognize the top 3. They are Akshat Tomar from Dayalbagh Educational Institute, Nihali Valluri from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, and Rohit BK from PES University. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much, Dr. T.C. Ramesh, for doing the honors and announcing our top 3 ICAs. Now we will bring alive a slice of life, a video for all of you where these top 3 ICAs share their journey. So let's have a good look at the screen, please.
Hello, I'm Akshat Tomar from the Albagh Educational Institute, Agra. I'm thrilled to announce that I'm one of the champion campus ambassador for Quest Global's Ingenium this year. That there are numerous campus ambassador programs across the nation. The way in which Quest has managed to stand out is commendable. From the innovative way of scoring performance to exciting rewards for top performers, the ICAP has established itself as a top-notch campus ambassador program that students look forward to.
I'm Nihali Valluri from Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. Presently, I'm pursuing a master's in mechanical engineering from Tirupati. I'm very happy being in the top 3 ICAs of Quest Ingenium 10th edition. Quest Ingenium is the only and best platform in the field of engineering that is encouraging students from the nook and corner of the nation to express their thoughts and goals in life. Moreover, Quest Ingenium also started spreading its wings globally. The best and interesting part about the event is its theme. It's all about the reimagining the future through innovation. Heartiest congratulations and all the best for all the top 10 teams.
Hi, my name is Rohit. I am an engineer in Quest Global, part of IHI Aero Engineering Thermal System Design Team. Being an employee in Quest Global, I got an opportunity from Quest Global University Relations and Talent Branding to become a campus ambassador for Quest Ingenium. Budding engineers lack the exposure when they enter the professional world, and companies often look for people with experience when they hire. This platform acts like a bridge and closes that industry to academia gap. Congratulations, Ingenium. 10 years is definitely something huge. Let's keep reimagining the future of innovation for years to come. Thank you.
And congratulations, champions! Now let's have a look once again. Like I said, we had top 3 teams battling it out there in the polling segment. Now we showcase to you the final results at the end of the poll. All right, here it comes. So clear number 1, ladies and gentlemen, on the leaderboard is Young Minds. Our close number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is Team Iris. Of course, Railbin is 3rd on the leaderboard that we can see at the end of this poll. So thank you so much to all of you for giving us your rightful vote out there. So thank you so much for that. We will, of course, find out shortly because we are almost at that juncture of the event where we will be announcing all the winners to you. So wherever you are, come back here, give us your undivided attention, ladies and gentlemen. I can almost feel the infectious energy that we have with us here in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, at Quest Ingenium, the spirit of competition with that of wisdom gained through participation absolutely goes hand in hand. Quest Ingenium brings out ideas which at first truly shocks and then challenges, of course, guides, shapes, and empowers tomorrow's thinkers. Ladies and gentlemen, now we go to that segment where we will award, reward, applaud, and recognize us all are leaders of tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, we will applaud your innovation for sure at the 10th edition of Ingenium. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, and I cannot wait anymore. I'm super excited, delighted, and ignited as we proceed to this part of the event. We will now begin with our second runner-up announcement, and before we do the honors, let me inform all of you that the winner, whoever is going to be winning the second runner-up position, will be winning 50,000 rupees worth cash and learning vouchers. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly invite on the stage Mr. Ramesh KV, Director of Engineering, Ingersoll Rand, to kindly join us and do the honors of announcing the second runners-up of Ingenium. Here he comes. The gentleman will be joining us and sharing the winner of second runner-up.
Yeah, thank you, Fatima. Hope you can hear me well.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I would like to announce and very happy to say that Team Antivirus, best and PS College of Engineering Mandya is the second runner-up which is selected. Okay. Congratulations to Team Antivirus.
Congratulations are truly in orders. We will quickly get the team to join us with us right now, and we will know how excited are they. Well, with that, we are hoping that the chariot of their success continues and that this is just the beginning. So we will have a representative from the winning team joining us now. So let's take this moment and quickly have a candid conversation with the winning team. All right, for all of you, let me tell you, we have a second runner-up. They are the PS College of Engineering, all the way from Mandya. Come on, put your hands together. Let's have a huge round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an honor to be winning the second runner-up.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Quest Global, for choosing our project as the second runner-up. I'm very happy to receive this award, and I'm feeling so honored that I have won a prize in this global level competition. Also, I have seen all the top 10 projects, and to be in the top 3 is a great immense pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much. Your team has done a fantastic job, and you guys truly deserve to be our second runner-up of Ingenium. And of course, this is the 10th edition. This is very special and close to our hearts. So I'm going to request our second runner-up team, all the way from Mandya, to quickly, in brief, tell us a little bit about their project. Of course, a lot of hard work and effort has gone in. So let's take this moment to understand from them directly what their project is all about. So over to you once again. Let's hear it from you, please.
So our project is basically a nurse robot which will help or assist the nurses in the hospital. So this robot is controlled using internet. So it can go to the patients. So it was made to help COVID patients. So it will go to the patients through smartphone control mechanism, or it will autonomously travel a path and it will reach the patient. Also, it has a tray to deliver medicines, meals to the patient. It has few sensors to measure the health parameters of the patient. Also, it has a robotic arm which will give the medicines or deliver food to the patient. And also, it has a speaker. So, if the doctor wants to communicate any message to the patient, he can communicate through that speaker. Also, if the robot was near a patient, like for example, COVID patient, it will be affected with germs. So all the germs will be in this body. So it has UV sterilization. So it will sanitize itself and it will come to the nurse bag. So this was short, brief note about my project.
So much, and congratulations once again. So with the second runner-up already announced, now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be announcing the first runners-up. Let me inform all of you, the first runners-up gets 1 lakh worth cash prize and learning vouchers. Sounds so exciting, ladies and gentlemen. And to do the honors, we will be joined by Mr. Yogesh Kumar, Vice President Technology and Engineering, WebTech Corporation. Let's have Mr. Kumar on the screen, please.
Congratulations to the second runner-up team. And the first runner-up for Ingenium 10th edition is Team Tech Phoenix from Bennett University, State of UP. Congratulations.
Gentlemen, we will have Tanvi from Team Tech Phoenix joining us, rising from the ashes, as they say. What a wonderful team name and what a power-packed team this team has been. So let's quickly get Tanvi, join us and tell us what is she and her team feeling right now.
Firstly, I would like to really thank all the panelists, the jury members, the sponsors, and literally everyone who has gone behind the working of the Quest Global Ingenium Hackathon. And we're extremely grateful at this point. And I think we have really received a platform, a very global and national platform that could really help us put forth our project ideas, and that really helped us pitch our ideas to a greater sphere of influence. And yeah, thank you so much. We are really grateful. We'll forever be grateful. And this will only inspire us to move forward and to also incorporate our future scope into the project and to keep working hard. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tanvi. Sometimes the smiles say it all. Tanvi, let's also, just for the education of all the members of the audience we have with us here today, would you like to tell us about your project? A little bit about your project would be great. We are all ears and waiting for you to share that with us.
So we have developed a fully functional prototype of a parallelized image search engine. So the main aim is to effectively reduce the time of querying potentially millions of images. When I say querying, it basically means trying to find relevant images. Like I also mentioned, like there has been a rapid exponential leap in multimedia databases these days. And also like in the Q&A session, I've mentioned that like a lot of images are being uploaded to social media websites. So in order to retrieve an image is a very taxing and strenuous task. And we try to address this problem because it's one of the most leading problems that the computer vision community faces as of today. And so we've devised a few data structures, algorithms, and a few technologies like deep learning, machine learning, and various other things in order to address this problem. And we believe it has a very great potential. Thank you so much.
We are sure it does, Tanvi. We are absolutely sure it does. Thank you so much, and lots of love and congratulations to you and your entire team. Ladies and gentlemen, before we announce the winner of the 10th edition of Ingenium, we have a special title to be given away, and that is the best project selected by the Quest employees themselves. So we ran an internal survey to identify who we thought was the best. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be joined by a woman, a leader who leads by example. So with a huge round of applause, let's welcome on the stage Sonia, a global head HR Quest Global, who will be joining us to announce our winner in this category. Over to you, Sonia.
Hi, thank you so much, and thank you so much for that warm welcome. Good evening to everyone who's here. And just seeing the young talent that's here, I just want to start off by saying my best wishes for your very, very wonderful future. And just by hearing everyone today, I can very safely say that it is going to be a brilliant future. That's very, very evident. So my privilege and honor to announce this category that we have here today. And this is the best project as selected by all of us at Quest, that is by Quest employees. And the winner of this category is Project Zenora, the self-driving car by team L252 from Amal Jyoti College of Engineering, Trivandrum, Kerala. Congratulations.
So we will have Leah from Team L2S2 joining us now. Well, this is quite a title and award to be won. This is the best project selected by Quest employees. So we will have Leah joining in as the representative of the team. And of course, she will be sharing her victory speech.
Hello, everyone. So first of all, let me on behalf of my team L2S2 thank God Almighty for this moment, because of His grace only we have reached this level. And nextly, I would like to thank all the employees of Quest Global for giving us this honor. And also I would like to thank the Quest Ingenium, because this is such a platform where we could showcase our talents and all, and we can take our project to a next level. So thank you all for this great honor.
Of course, Leah, this is a great honor. So let's take this moment where we can hear from you a little bit about your project. Give us a bird's eye view about your project now, Leah. Over to you.
Okay, so our project is a model of a self-driving car, and our main aim was to take the humans off the wheel. So in this project, we are proposing a system with computer vision deep learning that makes use of a camera along with a video processing unit. And this is used for guiding the car, and it can make a safer option to learn. So this camera, it will give a clear picture around the surroundings by making the video processing unit to monitor the video capture. And this image processing, it is done by using a Pi camera, and the Raspberry Pi is used here to create the control commands. And these control commands, it will be sent to the microcontroller Arduino. So this is how our model works. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, and congratulations once again. Ladies and gentlemen, like they say, the true mark of a great leader be that he leads from the front, but definitely takes the whole team with him. He knows the way, he shows the way, and most definitely he goes all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, it indeed is my deep pleasure to introduce one such leader. Well, he's the one whose brainchild we are witnessing right now. Ingenium is his brainchild, so he will be joining us to take us through the journey of 10 years and of course tell us the way forward as well. So put your hands together, everybody, as we will be joined by Dr. Ajay Prabhu.
Hi, Fatima. I hope you all can hear me. So it is such a great pleasure to be here today as we go through the 10th Ingenium. So 10 years ago, when we thought about Ingenium, the main driver for us was thinking about how Quest itself came about. You know, it was about 24 years ago, a couple of mechanical engineers from a remote place called Hubli in Karnataka that graduated and went on with great aspiration, brought a company called Quest and worked really hard and brought it to the current stage. So the talent is available anywhere and in any remote part of the world, it may be. But is there a platform for that talent to come up and shine? That was the main question in front of us. And we knew that there was incredible amount of hidden energy and talent out there in this country and many parts of the world, but talent needs to have a platform to shine, to come up. And so we really scratched our head and came up with this idea of Ingenium. And what a wonderful future it has created, because 10 years ago, I remember just to get 600 projects, I remember the amount of work we had to do, where many of us visited multiple colleges across different states to try and get just 600 projects. But today, 10 years later, we have 6,000 projects come our way, great projects all over the place, amazing amount of talent out there. So at Quest, as you all And today I'm very happy. There's thousands of students here watching this event. So just to kind of leave you with some message, I'll take it right out of what we talk about at Quest every single day. Okay, there are 3 things that you should always think about as you start your unclear career journey of the future. First is aspiration. Okay, aspiration is the goal. Nobody goes beyond their aspiration. So no matter where you are from, set a very high aspiration for you, and then doors open for you as you work towards achieving your aspiration. And just having a simple aspiration or like a great aspiration, but not doing anything is not going to work. So you have to have great hunger, what we call hunger, which is this ability and intensity with which you want to do things to be able to go towards your aspiration. And having aspiration and hunger and achieving great things is not the end of it. To create a complete person in you, you also need to have the humility. We should all know that there is so much more to be achieved. If only we had set a different aspiration, if only we had done something more, we could have achieved even more. There are more people out there who have done far greater things. So we need to have that humility that creates a complete career, a complete life for somebody. And as you all engineers go on about your journey in your career, I wish you all the very best. And I really, really encourage you to think about setting a very high aspiration, work with hunger, and always have the humility. Wish you all the very best. And thank you all for bringing together such a wonderful Ingenium. I want to thank the sponsors, WebTech, as well as Ingersoll Rand for joining your hands, as well as all the participants and the Quest employees, everybody who has made this such a great success. Thank you all very much. Back to you, Fatima.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ajay Prabhu. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I must mention this. I was told he can outbeat the energy of James Bond in kilowatts, and today I had the privilege of witnessing him live. Thank you so much, sir, for addressing all of us together. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to the most awaited and anticipated moment of Ingenium. Are you all excited? Well, I'm going to take that as a yes because I am super duper excited. We're at that juncture of the event where we will be announcing the winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the 10th edition of Ingenium. And to do the honors, I'm going to invite on the stage our chief guest, Mr. Munjal, once again. So let's quickly have you on the stage to announce the winner of Ingenium.
And the winner for this year is Team IRIS, PES Institute of Technology from Bangalore. All the very best. Wonderful job done. Wishing you all the very best in your future.
Oh my God. With that, we all know, ladies and gentlemen, who the winner of the 10th edition of Ingenium is. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. The biggest possible congratulations, because you win prize, money, and learning vouchers worth 2 lakh rupees. So let's not waste any time and get the winning team to join us right now and tell us what they are feeling. I cannot wait to hear them. So let's quickly get them up on the stage.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you to the jury that guided us gave amazing feedback. We will definitely incorporate it. Thank you to my other 2 team members also, Neeraj and Rohan. They've worked alongside with me for many years now. Since our first semester in college, we've been working together. So this is amazing. Thank you so much. I can't form proper words. So thanks, everyone. And thank you to the top 10 team as well for being great sports. I've seen their projects as well. It's amazing. But at the end, I will also like to thank my placement office, through which I got to know about Quest Global and this amazing competition, and thereby interacted with many people. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Quest Global.
So yes, we did hear their victory speech. I'm going to come back to you and ask you one question. And if your answer's a yes, it has to be a loud yes, okay? So on behalf of your entire team, are you happy? If you're happy, give me a loud, loud, loud yes.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to do this again. I need to feel all the energy and excitement. It has to be super duper loud, enough for the whole country to listen to. Are you happy?
I'm very, very happy, and I'm hoping other two people are also happy.
Well, absolutely. This is just the beginning. I'm sure we're all going to celebrate together. And you guys will definitely celebrate it out with a grand party. So congratulations once again on being the winning team of Ingenium. Let's all put our hands together for a few seconds. They truly, truly deserve it. What a fantastic job. And while we have them with us right now, the winning team, I'm going to request them to share a little bit about their project, please. So let's get back to the lady and hear from her what the winning project was all about.
Thank you, Fatima. So our project, we named the project as Horus initially when we were making the prototype. So this particular application or project that we were making was to be an aid to doctors in identifying this neurodegenerative disease called Parkinson's. The Parkinson's disease does not have a cure. It can only be slowed down through the use of medication. The earlier you detect the disease, it's better for the patient. And the earlier the medication, it can slow down the various cognitive and locomotive problems that comes in the patient. It affects many people from the age of 60 going on towards 80 and 90. So our project consists of many tests that we worked alongside with certain doctors. We got their input from Victoria Hospital, the government hospital in Bangalore. So we were able to find out certain tests like spiral and wave test, which we, from the machine learning point of view, use random classifiers and histogram of gradients, which is the computer vision functionality. So through the use of that, we trained a few images that have the patient's drawing as well as a healthy person's drawing to detect the very minute changes in the various drawings that they do for spiral and wave test. We have also included a face rigidity test because the Parkinson's disease is a locomotive disease, so you will not be able to control your facial muscles. So we wanted to use a Keras or a TensorFlow model to detect the various rigidity that appears in the face muscles when we ask them to show certain emotions. We've also worked on a motion balance test sort of a thing with the use of gyroscopic sensors. We wanted to detect how fast person's able to move if there are any minute imbalance in the older generation, with which we can further corner the possibility of this disease being Parkinson's. Because many neurological diseases have very similar symptoms, and it's very difficult to corner to one particular disease unless in a very late stage. So we wanted to develop some sort of a software that will help the doctors identify that this particular disease is Parkinson's. We are still working on it. We are going back and forth and trying to get back to doctors. We stopped in between because of COVID-19. We look forward to work more and complete this project as well. This project was also one of the projects that won a runner-up position back in 2019 in my college level test set in Genius. So we were really looking forward to putting it up in many other competitions and improving it further by listening to many other jury people as well. Because the very important thing about developing a project is to get proper feedback and implement it within the project itself. So that is what we want to do. And I'm very happy that we are getting more chance to improve this project. Thank you.
Thank you so much and congratulations once again. Ladies and gentlemen, like it's rightly said, dream work makes the team work. Well, we have with us a fantastic team who's put together Ingenium 10th edition. I'd like to take this moment to applaud for all the members who've given in sleepless nights. They burnt night lanterns to make sure this event looks just like this, flawless. Ladies and gentlemen, with all the virtual transformations happening in the world, Team Ingenium leaves no stone unturned to connect us all here today. So thank you so much for doing so, and thank you so much to all the students who've participated, put together every little piece of that jigsaw puzzle to make a perfect big picture. So big thank you to all of you once again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the vote of thanks, to thank all of you, the gratitude is done best by Mr. Abhinash Sahu, Head Talent Acquisition Operations, Quest Global. So let's welcome the wonderful and the amazing Mr. Sahu. Here he comes.
Thanks, Fatima. Feeling gratitude and not expressing is like wrapping a present and not giving it. Ladies and gentlemen, questions and future questions, I wish all of you a very warm and graceful evening. I feel honored and privileged to get this momentous opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this historic 10th anniversary of Ingenium, a flagship event of Quest. Ingenium bridges the gap between industry and academia and brings hope for a better collaboration. I, on behalf of the entire Quest management and fraternity, convey our deep regards and place on record our immense gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Naveen Munjal, MD of Hero Electric. Your eminent presence electrified the atmosphere and ignited the innovative minds. Your gracious presence and words of wisdom enlightened the students and employees alike. I extend my appreciation and best wishes to all the participating students, placement officers, ICAs, without whose enthusiastic and lively participation, the brain wires, we couldn't have reimagined the future through innovation. We sincerely hope that this event serves as a launch pad for all of your future endeavors. Kudos to all of you. I would extend my heartfelt thanks to our main sponsor, WebTech, and co-sponsor Ingersoll Rand. Special thanks to Sri Yogesh Kumar and Ramesh Kevi for your inspiring address to this young and august audience. I'm quite sure that your thoughts would resonate for a long time with all the students and help them shape their careers. I would mention my deep sense of gratitude to the jury members for their time and focused attention to select the deserving winners from amongst the best. With the best amalgamation of technical prowess and presentation skills, picking up the best minds would have been a daunting task. I would like to take this stage to also extend sincere thanks to the Quest management and leadership for enabling such a global platform to showcase the budding engineering talent. Appreciate all of your beliefs in fostering a culture of innovation. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated team members across functions. A loud shout out to all the team members, the core team members from all the major departments. Your direct and indirect contribution and effort in going out of the way to deliver a seamless event today is much laudable. Also, a special thanks goes out to Godwin from Nucleus and his excellent team for giving us a superlative virtual platform. This event wouldn't have been as gripping and engaging without the outstanding hosting by Ms. Fatima. Lastly, Quest is on a mission of walking 50 crore steps to donate 50 lakhs. This is a noble cause. I request all of you to join this mission and support your friends and family by walking. Time to walk for miles and spread smiles. Step, set, go. For all the lovely audience today who have been a real strength for all of us, if time is money, then today you all have spent millions for us. Thanks again for a 10 on 10 support on this Ingenium 10th edition. Thanks, and over to you, Fatima.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sahu. Well, I could definitely see that was so heartfelt. So with that, I'd like to extend my gratitude to all those who put in their tiniest to the biggest efforts to make Ingenium 10th edition what it is today. Of course, it is a historic event basis the number of participations that we've received from all over the country, and of course, the participation that we've received in the finale of Ingenium 2021. So thank you so much to all of you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fatima Lokanwala, and until our next big get-together, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and continue to reimagine the future with innovation. Thank you so much, and namaste.